Step two, now that you've identified your desires, is to be able to communicate them in an effective way that actually inspires your husband to want to take action. So the trick is to be able to express it in a way that's going to inspire him, not that's going to land as a complaint or a demand. So you really want to be mindful of your expectations. I'm going to invite you to release the expectations. You get to dream. You get to think, gosh, someday I'd love to go to Paris, or I'd love a log cabin, or I'd love to live at the lake, or I'd love a new pair of shoes, or I would love for the kids to be able to go to private Catholic school. Or I'd love to homeschool. I can remember expressing that and getting a lot of pushback from my family. Everybody thought I was crazy. But here's the thing. It was my dream. And so I'm going to invite you not to project your dream on somebody else or to think, gosh, honey, would you like to homeschool? Nope, he didn't want to. Public school was fine for him. But it wasn't for me. And so I don't want you to sacrifice your dreams because you're afraid to express them. This journey is not about you becoming a doormat and just losing everything that's important to you. Not at all. You get to express it and then to share about why is that important or what is it? What my true desire was when I dig underneath it a little bit, right, is that I really wanted to have that home connection and for my children to grow up with solid faith. Their growth in the Catholic faith was very important to me, and so that it was that I was willing to make all the sacrifices involved with homeschooling. And so when I shared that with my husband, it was more inspiring to him. Right? So whether you want a new car because you want to be safe on the road, or if you have a desire to go out for dinner on Friday night because, I just really want to have some connection time with you, honey. I've missed you this week and I would just love to be able to kick back with you. And if we could find live music, I'd be so happy. So your tone, if you can keep it fun and light, super, super important. And don't make it be like, gosh, honey, would you like to go out for dinner on Friday night? No. Own it, okay? No lengthy explanations. You don't have to get into all the nitty-gritties. Men don't need to hear all about that. Short, less is more with guys, okay? So it's your job to hone in on what you really want. And then for it to be a pure desire, you let go of those expectations, no control. You may not get it right away. You may never get it. Because here's the thing, just like when we pray to God, sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes we don't get what we want. Because God's not Santa Claus, and neither is your husband. So we get to express it, we get to hope for the best, and we get to relinquish control of when and how and all the other things that are involved with when things happen. Like when I expressed a desire for the log cabin, I still spent 3 years in the little camp across the lake that has no insulation with the wind beating up against it all winter long. And I had to work on my thinking big time about that. And I eventually got the log cabin. Okay, so the point is that when we're inspiring about it, we're not demanding, we're not complaining, we're really trying to come from our best self. Well, then our men are more likely to step in to make that dream happen. Because underneath it all is a core belief that our men do want to make us happy. And if you don't believe that, I'm going to invite you to spend some time really pondering that. Is it, if you think that he doesn't want to make you happy, how does that thought make you feel? Because it's the thought that's going to have you probably create a negative feeling that's going to have you show up in maybe a disrespectful or controlling or kind of a upset, prickly kind of way. So I'm going to invite you to spend some time trying to transition and find some evidence for the truth that he really does want to make you happy. What evidence do you have of that? And when you hold on to that, again, your brain is going to go to work helping to create exactly what it is that you truly desire. And then I invite you to express lots of gratitude, right? To be really grateful for what it is, the efforts that he makes, and to let him know that you desire him and you desire the connection. It's so important that as we work all the skills that I teach you, that things start to spiral up because he feels like you're pleasable. For a long time, my husband did not think that I was because I did a whole lot of complaining and I was pretty darn stingy with gratitude. So I'm going to invite you to really let him know that you appreciate him and that you appreciate his efforts in all different ways. And it will make a difference for him to want to do more. All right. So I'm Coach Carol, and I am standing for you to create the most intimate and connected relationship that you truly desire. I know that you're here watching these videos because that's what you want. And so if you need help, I'm here for you. Head over to Create My Happy Marriage and click on the little button that invites you to schedule a free call with me where we can explore if coaching is the next best step for you. If you know that you are all in on wanting to make your marriage better, that call is for you. All right? God bless you, and we'll talk real soon.